Bangalore is a paradise for riders. Within just a few hours from the city, you can find ancient forts, scenic hilltops, winding roads, breathtaking viewpoints, and hidden gems waiting to be explored. Over the past few months, I have ridden thousands of kilometers on my Himalayan 450, exploring destinations around Bangalore. And in this video, I am sharing my personal top 8 one-day rides that every biker should experience at least once.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit.
Starting with the most popular destination near Bangalore, Nandi Hills. It's probably the first ride every Bangalore biker does. Smooth roads, beautiful sunrise, and very accessible makes it perfect for beginners. Yes, it gets crowded, but the experience of watching the sunrise above the clouds never gets old. Nandi Hills is approximately 50 kilometers from Hebbal, and the best time to go is during monsoons and winters, and that too during sunrise. At number 7 is a ride that combines spirituality, great roads, and a hidden lakeside escape. Starting from Hebbal, the route towards Mandargiri is smooth and beginner friendly, making it perfect for the riders who want a relaxed weekend ride. The highlight here is the beautiful Jain temple, famous for its unique peacock shaped architecture that looks incredible from the air. But don't end your ride there. Just a short ride away lies Mydala Lake, one of the most peaceful spots in this region. Away from the crowds and city noise, the lake offers calm surrounding, open views, and the perfect place to slow down for a while. Whether you carry a camera, a drone, or simply want to enjoy some quiet time by the water, this combination makes for a surprisingly rewarding day ride. Our next destination is Lepakshi, located around 125 kilometers from Bangalore. The ride begins through the city traffic, but once you cross Hebbal and merge onto the Hyderabad highway, everything changes. The road opens up, traffic starts to thin out, and suddenly you are doing what every biker loves the most, covering miles on an open road. For me, this stretch is one of the smoothest and most enjoyable highway rides near Bangalore. As you approach Lepakshi, one of the first places worth visiting is Jatayu theme park. Perched on the top of a rocky hill, the massive Jatayu sculpture dominates the landscape and can be seen from a distance. A few minutes from Jatayu lies one of the most famous landmarks in Andhra Pradesh, the giant monolithic Nandi. Carved from the single granite rock, this massive sculpture immediately grabs your attention. And just beyond it stands the historic Veerbhadra temple. Built during the Vijayanagar Empire, the temple is famous for its intricate carving, beautiful architecture, and the mysterious hanging pillar. Even if you are not interested in the history, the craftsmanship here is enough to leave you impressed. Our next destination at number 5 is Gudibande Fort, located about 100 kilometers from Hebbal. Unlike many rides on this list, Gudibande offers much more than just a destination. It's a combination of scenic roads, history, adventure, and a hidden lakeside escape. The route takes us through Hebbal and Chikbalapur before heading towards the quieter countryside roads of Gudibande. One thing I love about this ride is how the scenery keeps changing. The busy city roads slowly gives way to the open highways, and eventually you're riding through peaceful villages surrounded by open landscape. As you get closer, Gudibande forts start appearing in the distance, sitting proudly on the top of a rocky hill and instantly building excitement for what's ahead. Once you reach the base, adventure isn't over yet. A short trek takes you through the historic Gudibande fort, believed to date back several centuries. The climb is fairly easy and suitable for most riders, but the real rewards comes when you reach the top. From here, you are treated to stunning panoramic views of the surrounding countryside, lakes, and distant hills. But before ending the ride, there's one more hidden gem nearby, Bhairasagara Lake. After the adventure of the fort, the calm atmosphere of the lake feels like a perfect contrast. The peaceful surrounding, open skies, and still waters make it an ideal place to relax before heading back home. Our next destination takes us across the Karnataka Andhra border towards one of the most underrated rides near Bangalore, Penukonda. Starting from Hebbal, the route follows the sum of the best highways a touring rider could ask for. The roads are wide, the traffic gradually reduces, and before you know it, you are simply enjoying the ride. For me, the Penukonda isn't just about reaching a destination, it's about enjoying every kilometer along the way. One of the biggest reasons I enjoy this ride is the road itself. Unlike many weekend destinations where you are constantly dealing with traffic, Penukonda allows you to settle into a comfortable cruising place. For the riders who enjoy long highway stretches on machines like Himalayan 450, this route is incredibly satisfying. As you enter Penukunda, one of the first landmarks you will come across is the historic Gagan Mahal. Built during the Vijayanagara Empire, Gagan Mahal once served as the royal summer retreat, but the real highlights of the Penukunda begins when the roads start climbing. For the riders, this is where the fun truly begins. Each corners reveal a new view, and with every bit of elevation gained, the landscape below become even more impressive. Each corner reveals a new view, and with every bit of elevation gained, the landscape below becomes even more impressive. The road isn't overly technical, which means both beginners and experienced riders can enjoy it comfortably. This section perfectly balances excitement and scenery, making it one of the most favorite climbs near Bangalore. With smooth highways, historic landmarks, enjoyable hairpin turns, and rewarding views, Penukonda earns its place as one of my best one day rides from Bangalore. At number 3 on my list is Kailasgiri, a destination that perfectly combines riding, adventure, and exploration. Starting from Hebbal, the journey begins with a smooth highways and open roads. But what makes Kailasgiri special is what happens towards the end of the ride. The ride towards Kailasgiri is surprisingly peaceful. As you move away from Bangalore, traffic starts disappearing and the scenery slowly changes from urban landscape to open countryside. And just when you think you have reached the destination, the real challenge begins. The final stretch to Kailasgiri is what makes these rides unforgettable. The smooth roads give way to the rough tracks, loose gravel, and rocky section that instantly change the character of the ride. This is where the adventure motorcycles like Himalayan truly come alive. The climb isn't extremely difficult, but it demands your attention and adds a genuine sense of adventure. Before heading to the viewpoints, one stop that absolutely shouldn't be missed is the Kailasgiri Cave Temple. Unlike traditional temples built above the ground, the entire complex has been carved directly into the rocky hillside. Spread across interconnected caves, the temple is dedicated to Lord Shiva, Goddess Parvati, and Lord Ganesha. The scale of the construction is impressive, and walking through the caves feels completely different from visiting a regular temple. At number 2 on my list is Horsley Hills, one of the most popular hill station rides near Bangalore. Located around 160 kilometers from Bangalore, the ride combines everything a biker looks for: smooth highways, beautiful climbs, cool weather, and stunning viewpoints. If you are looking for a destination that feels completely different from the city life, Horsley Hills is hard to beat. The ride starts with a long stretch of highways, making it comfortable journey for both beginner and experienced rider. But the real magic begins when you start climbing towards Horsley Hills. The temperature starts dropping, the road becomes twistier, and the scenery changes dramatically. Tall trees begin lining the road. Fresh mountain air replaces the heat of the plains, and every corner reveals another beautiful view. The climb isn't overly challenging, but it's incredibly enjoyable. For the riders who love smooth corners and scenic roads, this section along is worth the trip. It's one of those roads that makes you wish the climb would never end. Once you reach the top, Horsley Hills welcomes you with panoramic views stretching across Andhra Pradesh. The viewpoints here offer incredible opportunity for photography, drone shots, and simply taking a break from the ride. On clear days, you can see hills and valleys extending far into the distance. And during winter or monsoon, the cloud and mist creates an atmosphere that's completely different from Bangalore. Malapakunda is one of those destinations that many riders still don't know about. The ride starts with a smooth highways before gradually transitioning into quite a countryside road. And that's where the experience starts becoming special. The traffic disappears, the roads become more scenic, and you begin to feel like you're heading somewhere truly unexplored. As you approach Malapakunda, the road begins climbing towards the hill. This is easily my favorite part of the ride. Every corners open up a new view, and with every meter of elevation gain, the landscape becomes more impressive. Unlike crowded tourist destination, there's a feeling of a peace and isolation here that makes the journey even more enjoyable. It's the kind of the road where you stop thinking about the destination and simply enjoy the ride itself. And then comes the reward. Standing at the top of the Malapakunda, you are greeted by panoramic views stretching across hills, valleys, and open countryside. There's no crowd, no noise, and no rush, just a beautiful landscape and the satisfaction of knowing you rode all the way here. This is the reason Malapakunda stands above every other destination on the list, and that's why it takes the number one spot. And there you have it, my top 8 one day rides from Bangalore. Whether you're looking for sunrise views, mountain roads, historical landmarks, or hidden gem, there's something on this list for every rider. If you have been to any of these places, please let me know your favorite in the comment. And if I missed a destination that deserves a spot on this list, tell me where I should ride next. Until then, ride safe, keep exploring, and I'll see you in the next adventure.